Good morning, this is Zachary from Zachary Sweeps. I'm doing this Stovax wood burning stove today. What I will do is I'll put the name of the model and the title like I normally do. Basically they've had a problem with this one. They've got a lot of clinker coming down, like clear salt, and it was only swept a couple of months ago. And I know what the problem is. It's down to the weather at the moment. Obviously, we're coming probably onto us. Well, the sad thing about it is we've had 2 years of really bad rain, and now we're coming on. It's not stopped. It's carrying on again, and we've had a lot of problems with wood burners this year. Last year, should I say, where they're all rusting. The year of the rusty stoves, I called it, and then the year before that was the year of the downdrafting ones, because there was so much water getting in the liners and they weren't drawing. So that's why I did the videos on how to sort out the draw of my fire and things like that. And then obviously with the rusty ones, how to prevent that happening. And it's continuing on into this year. It's in 2025. So. With these Stovaxes, I'll show you how to take the bricks out as well while I'm doing it, so it'll be interesting for you. Obviously, if you ever need to replace anything in them, you'll be able to do it. So what we're going to do first is we're going to find out what's going on. These are pretty straightforward Stovax. I really like them as a company. They're very good. These plates come out, they just literally lift off like that. Really simple. So if you ever need to replace or do anything with them, it's very straightforward for you to do that. So I'm just going to give it a quick blast with the Hoover. So be patient with me for the noise for 2 minutes. It's just I don't want to create a dust everywhere. I don't want to work in ash, should I say. So what's going on up there. As soon as I walked in, I could smell it. So that obviously gives me things to do. Tells me straight away. Sorry. I mean, remember with these thermometers, you can get them to stick on the actual stainless steel pipes. They do them, as you've probably seen in my other videos. A lot of people do get them. These have these 2 bars that come out at the sides. If you look up there, you'll see literally these 2 bars. See the 2 bars there? And I don't know if you heard that stuff coming down. And then these just drop down like that. Very simple. I don't think that should have come down like that. As you can see, I'll put it in here. Or I'll show you on there. As you can see, that's what's coming down. This stuff here. Interesting. So what I'm going to do, I think that was, let me see on the ledge there properly. So, and then of course once you've done that, so remember these 2 bars, they're just like a bit of copper pipes. There's the pins up on the side. If you put your hand up, you can feel them. And what you do is you put the baffle plate back up into position first, and then you put them into position afterwards. There they go. And then these bricks, they come out really easy like that, just like that. So simple. As you can see where the actual pins are. You can't go wrong with them. And then you literally just stick them straight through there, and then that holds the baffle plate into position. So we'll put them to one side as well. Take the whole lot out. And then it's a good way of just checking to see if there's any water damage on them as well, because unfortunately this rain is just being relentless. As you can see, the lips crumbling away just there, which is not a problem. If it's coming off right at the bottom on the corner, that's fine. As you can see, look, it's sort of it's just where the water's coming down the side. But nice thick ash bed in there, you won't even notice that's there. So that's it. This bit's all welded into the appliance. Let's just give that another hoover out. So excuse the noise for a moment. Be careful when you're hoovering the halves. You want to do them very, very gently, because if there's any sharp objects on there, it will scratch them. You can clean them up, it's not an issue. Can fit them, it's not an issue. What we're going to do first, I'm just going to stick a brush up there and see what's going on. Where's my torch? Let's have a quick look up there. See what's going on up there. I'll put that in position. What I'm going to do is I don't know if you can see up there. If I just do that, put that up there so you can see what's going on up there. Stay with me for a second. Let's put that torch in. Into the line, into the line. I don't know if you can see what's going on up there. Got a bend in it, unfortunately, so you can't really see. Put you back where you are. I'm going to stick a brush up there. I've got to put the hoover on, so I'm going to put you on pause for a second, then we can see. The noise is over. So basically what I've done is I've stuck my normal 6-inch brush up there, giving it a good clean, and it's quite a bit comes down. And I also stuck that up there. I don't normally do that, but I wanted to make sure everything was off. They always say the best way of doing it is to just use the same size brush, which it is good. It does get a lot of it up, but if you want to do a bit of brute force and make sure everything's off, I recommend you use one of them, because you know what they look like inside. So yeah, but I don't normally use this, but I wanted to make sure that this chimney was spotless. There was a bit of a nightmare getting it around that bend. I'll just show you at the top there. You can see that bend there. It was not too bad getting it up, but it was a bit of a challenge getting it back down. But I got it down. So now what we got to do is we'll put these back into position. As you can see, you can clearly see where the problem is. It's water damage. It's the water that's coming down. Can you see how that along here? That's what the issue is here. So what I'm going to do now, because you can't see that part, because it's at the back of the actual, see it's crumbling away here, and you always tell that there's water on there. But basically, you can't really see that part, because that's the back that goes onto the stove, and that's the bit that goes on the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that back in there. Obviously I've got to have a chat with the customer about it all, and we'll get that sorted out. So we'll put that back into position. It goes in at an angle. Remember, you've got to make sure you get it onto the pin. These are very tight, so they do go straight in. You know, just make sure that, because I'm leaving this little bit of stuff in here so show the customer. So then we will look at this one, and we'll look at the back of this one. It's not too bad, so we know that there's a little bit of water damage on the side here. So just a bit on the corner there, as you can see, it's crumbling away. Okay, literally just crumbling away here, but it's not an issue. It's really not an issue on this side. The reason being it's not an issue is basically because you can fill this area up with wood ash. So we're going to put that back in. And these Firebricks are very self-explanatory how they go, which is really good. Just got to put that at an angle. He's got some bars that are just sticking out just here, but it's not a problem. Once you get them over the bar, you can drop it down into position, and then we can put that back into position. And of course, they can only go one way because of the pins on either side. So then we put them in there like that, and then we go and put this in. Obviously, this can only go one way. That metal plate goes at the back, and these are really tight. They're designed to be tight. Once you get them into position, remember that it's got to go on that ledge at the back, like that. And then you use the pins, and then you put the pins straight in them holes like that on one side, and do it on the other side as well. You can see that's from the water damage, and then obviously, and this bit goes back into its position and holds it up. And then we go one place like that. What is interested like with these? Oh yeah, goes that way round, obviously, like that. And you have that, the holes on the front here, on the top, and then that's it. And then basically, the reason why it's designed in this way is so that you can have a nice thick ash bed. I'd recommend you go up to at least probably a quarter or a half inch below it, and that'd be fine. But this is the stuff that's come down. It's not too bad, very fine. I don't know if I can see that. Very fine and dusty, so it's not too bad. And remember, the other thing with the, always check the right around the door, make sure that's all fine, which this one is. It's getting dirty because it's just literally down to the weather. And obviously make sure you keep your fans at the behind the pipe as much as you can, facing the pipes as well. It's really a good idea to get both of them on either side. And if you can get a stainless steel one of these thermometers, they work more accurate if they're sitting on a bit 3/4 up on the pipe than they do on the collar. So you get a better reading of that as well. So, but apart from that, it's just the weather that is the issue with this one. And as I said, don't worry about the cracks on the actual Firebricks. It's not an issue. So anyway, have a great day from Zachary Sweeps. Good morning, this is Zachary from Zachary Sweeps. How you doing? I don't know if you remember this job. This is the one that's got the baffle plate on the wrong way round. The customer's been having a problem with this one, and but what's happened is when it was fitted, the baffle plate was put into this position, and that's why they've had the problems that they've had. And so basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it back into the right position, because thanks to some lovely person who pointed out that it was in the wrong position. And as I said, this is a community channel, and you know, your comment was such a lovely comment, and I appreciate that sort of language and everything. So like you know, thanks to you. Hope you have a good day. But so basically what it is the baffle plate was fitted when it was installed in the wrong way round, and the customer's been having all sorts of problems with this. Obviously when I come along, I'll lift the baffle plate up, put it to one side, and then put it back in exactly the same position. The reason why I do that is because there's so many different types of stoves on the market that it's better to make sure that you put everything down. Maybe I should show you next time how I put my stuff down. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take the two pins out at the side here and just drop that down like that, and then as you can see, let's just tip that stuff down there. As you can see, it's not the right way round. It should be this way round.
Oh yeah.
So as you can see, so it should be this way around. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that back up in there. So the problems with the customer's been having with it is due to this being the wrong way round. They've literally been having problems ever since it's been fitted. But it hasn't been, it's been not drawing properly. And obviously that's why the bits have been coming down with that. So that's it, job's done. So basically what will happen now is that plate around the edge here will go around the right way around and everything. So and then that's it, the job's a good one. You know, Zachary Sweeps will always come back. There's an issue that needs to be sorted out. As I said, for someone out there, you know, yeah, well done. And that's it, the job's a good one. It's all done, ready to go, and the customer's going to know it's a big difference with that now. And that's it. Have a great day, and whoever left that lovely comment, you have a great day too.